Hi folks, this is Dave English. This is the Unemployment Show. This is our first ever emergency pre-recorded report. I'm here with Aaron Isaiah Massengill,
How you doing?
creator of the fabulous car bike. A lot of you have seen him around the city, riding his bike. It's fashioned with a bumper and
A bicycle connected to a car bumper.
essentially a bicycle connected to a car bumper. So that's enough about the background of this. Aaron, let's first start off by talking a little bit about what your current employment situation is, your current sort of life status situation.
Right now, I'm basically disabled right now. I was in a car accident. It was a hit and run and all. So basically right now I'm getting disability and I'm taking medications and I'm going to my therapy and over my groups and stuff like that. But like on my spare time, I do customize people's bikes and stuff. I made it into a hobby where instead of me roaming the streets, I'd rather do something more productive with most of my talent with my artwork on like customizing bikes, that type of way as far as making it into a car, into a bike.
Okay, where do you live right now?
I currently stay over in the Hill District over at the YMCA, sir.
All right. Now, a lot of folks have seen you riding your car bike all across the city, and they wonder, is he transporting car fenders and car parts? Does he have some kind of a collection? Is he doing this as some sort of a statement? How do you respond to that? Is it an artistic statement?
Basically, it's an artistic statement. Basically, I want to give out to some supporters that have been in bike accidents, as far as like Arnold Schwarzenegger to Ben Roethlisberger, also, as well as anybody out there that's been in bike accidents and stuff. The main reason why I put the car bumper on the bike is now so just as well as Ben Roethlisberger, Arnold Schwarzenegger been in accidents, not just because they didn't have a helmet on their head, but also it's just because they didn't have like no protection around on the bike itself to be more noticeable on the roads.
Now, one thing that I find very interesting is sort of the way we met. I started to plan to do this thing called the Unemployment Show, and I didn't know exactly where I was going with it, and honestly, I still don't know exactly where I'm going with it. But there was a day that we sat down in this waffle shop for a meeting. This was about a month ago.
Yes, that's
and I
correct.
had a whole team of creative people, artists, technologists, CMU staff, and professors, and the meeting was at noon on a Saturday.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And it seemed like the higher the degree of education, the later the person came to the meeting, which sort of agitated me. And because I'm a little bit of a nutty guy,
Yes,
and I
sir.
like people to be on time for meetings. Maybe I'm old-fashioned that way.
Yes, sir.
I had this list of people that I'd printed up a week or two before that, and it was a list of people I wanted to interview on my show that I found to be interesting. And it's a mix of people who have found their own niche and created their own business and are highly successful, and then people like me who have struggled to find a way to use their training and degree and make their way in life and do a job that they want to do for a living. You were second on that list. You really were second on that list. And I didn't know you before that day,
Yes, sir.
and you didn't know me. I've seen you in passing. I had no idea who you were, how to get hold of you, or what you were really all about.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to interview you. At 11:59 that day, you pulled up to the window of the waffle shop on your car bike.
That's correct, sir.
And I turned to my cohort, Don, and I said, "Did you get in touch with this guy and tell him to be here for the meeting?" And he goes, "No, I thought you did." I said, "No, you're shitting me, right? Like, you contacted him." And he was like, "No, man, you're shitting me." And so you came in, introduced yourself, explained who you are, told us your name, what you're all about, your car bike. How do you think that came to be? Tell me the truth.
Basically,
Did somebody tell you to be here that day, or was that just coincidence?
no, it was just coincidence. I guess the Lord gave us a message as far as like supporters like you respect and understand like my artwork on the creativity and the design of the bike. The second reason why I also built the bike is because, for instance, Pat Authority right now is robbing a lot of United States citizens for charging a quarter every year and everything. And also a lot of college students that are basically boycotting about like how the buses don't even work basically working at night during the nighttime when people is getting out of work or class. And not also just not to them, but also disabled people and the elderly. That's why I was thinking about, the main reason why I came out with it second was is because I pound like a car to save me gas money and stuff. And I'm beneficial with a lot of college students and stuff a beneficial or special type TV show, which I would like to come through in the next future, called MTV Pimp My Ride, Pimp My Bike, where I'll be customizing a lot of people's bikes, including kids, and making the schools and stuff like that. And not so that, but since Pat Authority, for instance, charges a quarter, I was also funded to make special type of car bikes with shopping crates so you could put your book bags or your food or whatever, et cetera. Basically, you put a penny in there to basically to get you 4 miles safe home worldwide.
Let me jump in there. You know what I really like about you is that you don't have it easy. It seems like you're up against some pretty tough things, and a lot of people, me included, sit around and complain about what's the hand that life has dealt us in our current situation.
Yes, sir.
And you could easily be sitting in your room at the YMCA with your chin on your chest, moping,
Yes, sir.
crying the blues. But instead, for whatever reason, you decided to turn your bike into a car and drive it all around the city. And people see that, and they stop, they slow their cars down, they smile, they throw you a thumbs up, they wave, they talk about it. I've had a ton of people ask me, what's this guy all about? You have people questioning what you're doing and why.
well,
How do you feel about that?
Well,
Have you
I'm that type of guy. I feel like, it's been a blessing truly for me, as well as y'all all also give me a lot of support with the program, where like I'm coming out with the songs called Equal Rights, and it goes like this: I'm fighting for the equal rights. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. What I'm saying is I don't believe if us all in this whole atmosphere should go out with an empty stomach. It's not about nobody fighting about who is and all, who hates who and all, because there's some people out there that may not like the idea, and there is people that like ideas. Just like for instance, when I first rolled up there, when I first met you, and when I rolled up in the bike and you smile, we're saying when you smile, I smile. We're saying if I could do it, you could do it, and that's what I'm doing to make it, willing to make a change and make a difference.
That's awesome, man. We're going to give you 1 minute, and it's solo on Aaron Isaiah Massengill. You're going to give your pitch for why you think you should be the first recipient, of the one-time Waffletunity grant, sponsored and furnished by a great local company called ShowClicks. They're a ticketing company. It's ShowClicks, simply fair ticketing. So you got 1 minute to give us your pitch on the car bike.
The reason why I want to say I came out with it is because it's not just also my artwork, but it's everybody's artwork that gives me a lot of respect. That basically on me coming out with this idea. Basically, I want to say thank you to all the people that have been through my corner, been thick and thin, that understands that basically they may have thought I was a weird guy riding on a bike and thinking that it was kind of weird, but it all paid off. We're saying a lot of people likes it, and then like I told you, if I smile, you smile. If I could do it, you could do it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm planning on trying to come out with a TV show customizing people's bikes, beneficial with MTV music, television, MTV Pimp My Ride, and Pimp My Bike, where I could be customizing, and also just kids, but in general, all kinds of people's bikes in all kinds of different ways, so the Pat Authority and them won't have to worry about charging us a quarter every year for the bus.
Oh, you didn't even use up the full. You didn't even use up the full minute. He did it in 57. He did it in 47 seconds, 52 seconds actually. Gentlemen, what do you think? I'm pulling for you, man. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up.
Yeah!
I congratulate you, Aaron Isaiah Massengill, and I thank you for your contribution to the streets. Here's your $50 from sponsored by ShowClicks, Simply Fair Ticketing.
You.